Welcome to Eat, Stay, and Play with Jonathan and Jennifer.
This is a Well-Traveled Life channel, and today we are in the city of York. So I think when you come to York, you should come for the history, but it's going to be delivered to you in a really entertaining way. Watch our tour with Mad Alice, and it's the bloody tour of York, where she again talks about history, but in such an animated, fun way that I think you really learn it better here than I've learned it elsewhere.
My name is Mad Alice, and I run the bloody tour of York here in our beautiful historic city of York in England. And I run the tour every night apart from Mondays, twice a night, 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. and tickets are available on the website thebloodytourofyork.co.uk.
Your tour will begin just outside of St. William's College. This is a large meeting hall right behind the York Minster. Mad Alice will arrive on time and in costume, and she will know every guest's name as she checks in to make sure you've registered. You don't necessarily need to have a ticket unless she doesn't know that you're coming. Last-minute bookings could throw her off. This is absolutely her superpower. She has memorized every guest's name and will call you by name throughout the tour.
Thank you very much. All right, nice to meet you all. Take care, Alex. All right. I never caught your name, young man. Who's this? Harry. Harry, there we go.
The tour will lead you through and around the city, and your first stop will be to see the treasurer's house, which has a ghost story attached to it. Mad Alice will take you into the courtyard of the Minster, where she'll share the story of the ghost of the Roman soldiers. In this very clever fashion, she will weave together ghost stories as well as the history of this city. It's a wonderful way to learn the stories that is entertaining, but also forces you to remember them because there's so much drama attached to it. As you walk from the Minster through the Shambles and over to the Shambles Market, where you're able to sit down for the next set of stories, she will point out the highlights and the things that you need to know so that you understand what the monuments and the plaques mean. But this is more than just storytelling. This is Mad Alice bringing each of the members of the audience into the telling. So expect to be a part of the drama because she helps you help the rest of the audience enjoy this even more.
Are you with Laurie here? Yeah. Is she good at keeping quiet? No. Okay, right. You've got no faith in you whatsoever. That was immediate as well. I've never had a good response like that. There we go. So, do you know what you got to do, Laurie? Just don't say anything. Yeah, there we go. So you ready? You there? You're in the zone. Margaret Hillera! That's you. Are you guilty or not guilty for hiding a Catholic priest? But still, Margaret said nothing. Well played that time, Laurie. Round of applause for Laurie!
York does have a long, bloodied, and storied history, and Mad Alice gives you all of that. You'll move on from there past Jorvik and the Fairfax House, where you'll gather at the bottom of Clifford's Tower, and Alice will tell you of the most harrowing and horrific massacre that took place there. She'll give you time to reflect on those events and the souls who left that day. After that sobering story, there's just one stop left. We'll gather around a small cemetery and we'll learn the story of one of York's most notorious criminals.
Now, originally, the Cath Museum was built in 1704 as the county jail. It was also known as the debtor's prison, so if you owed anyone any money, you'd have to languish in a prison cell in there until you could pay the money back. Which sort of defeats the object. If you're incarcerated, you can't go out and work, you can't pay back the debt. Basically, you're stuck. Don't get yourself in that situation in the first place, all right? But you can still venture into the prison cells of the county jail and hear about the famous inmates we have incarcerated over the years. One of the most famous ones of them all is a gentleman by the name of John Palmer. John Palmer. Julia. Julia. Well done, Julia. Also known as that notorious horror Richard or Dick Turpin. Now, let me tell you the story of Mr. Turpin, because it is quite remarkable.
Our evening with Alice included stories of ghosts, martyrs, the persecuted, and dated from Roman, Viking, and medieval history. We not only learned of the eras and the times, but the major events that had happened that shaped not only York, but all of the UK. We talked about the plagues, we discussed living conditions, and we learned about the characters that shaped history, from royalty to common people and notorious robbers. The role that religion played through the centuries in both the brutality and everyday life of those who lived in York. York is an incredibly walkable city, and the places are all part of the story. You don't want to miss either the locations or the stories behind them and the people who inhabited them. There are a number of tours that include play acting and storytelling and high drama, but Mad Alice must be one of the most popular and the most complete tours. Tickets are only £15 and they're available on most of the third-party websites. But you can also go directly to Mad Alice's website, The Bloody Tour of York, and purchase them directly. They'll be sent to your phone, so there's no need to print them, but you can't get tickets on site, as it's all done digitally. And by joining Mad Alice's tour, you are also able to get some discounts on affiliated museums, attractions, and restaurants. But I venture to say this is probably the one tour in York that gives you the most comprehensive sense of the city and overall look at history. And for the price, it's an absolute bargain. Not only do you get a guided walking tour of the city, but you really find those hidden gems and hear the inside scoop, all the stories that are so much better in person than if you had to read them on your own. And often you become part of the story. Every tour is different because the audience is different, and Mad Alice makes the audience an entire part of the show. Watch as she brings in one of the guests to complete this story about Dick Turpin.
You, sir, you look like a dick. Come here. Always prepping. There we go. Right, come stand next to me over here, sir. Ian here is going to be our Dick Turpin. He is going to take us back to 1739 and reenact Turpin's final moment. It's going to be amazing, isn't it, Ian?
Not really.
Oh no, you're going to be good. I've got full faith in you. You're going to be good at this. So when Turpin was presented in front of the crowds began to boo and jeer him. You're the crowds. But ever the showman that he was, Turpin decided he would entertain the crowds for the next 30 minutes. Off you go, Ian.
What are we going to do?
I'll make it look easy, and then somebody yawns at you. At least Fishy didn't yawn at you, so you're already doing a better job than I am. There you go. So,
But Alice wasn't done yet. She finished the show with a flourish.
Turpin's right leg began to tremble in fear. But with a mark of authority, he stomped his foot down before the crowd. Oh, did you feel that, Debbie, with the hair? Oh, it was 17 there today. You did a good job there, Ian. Well done. And then Turpin began to climb the ladder of the gallows. Turpin began to climb the ladder of the gallows. And when he got to the very top rung of that ladder,
Alice's show was inclusive and fun for everyone. We all participated and we all enjoyed. So we thank Alice, Ian, and all of the guests who made this a really fun, interesting experience.
let's give a huge round of applause.
Fabulous job. Thank you so much. I know we're You're a great guide.
Oh, thank you so much. Very lovely to meet you.
Thank you so much.